Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. It seems like it was only a couple of minutes ago. But anyway, welcome everybody. Tonight is Harley Quinn Season 3, Episode 6, Joker, The Killing Vote. Killing Vote, not Killing Joke, The Killing Vote. Welcome everybody. Let me take care of some business first and we'll get to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you feel like gambling, you can hit that bell down below, and YouTube may or may not notify you when I come on live. Go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. All righty. Let's get to it, shall we? Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. All right. Give you enough time to pause, go away, whatever you're going to do. All right. So I love that this episode took place while Harley and Ivy were in New Orleans dealing with Swamp Thing. And so Joker had his entire own episode to himself. Alan Tudyk got to play, he got to eat scenery, is what he did, chew a lot of scenery. And he did a magnificent job of it. This still makes me want him to play a live action version of the Joker. That whole theme song opening that he had made me laugh because there are a bunch of different Joker cliche. I should say different versions of Jokers had their own catchphrase, if you will, and they worked them all into that opening that they had. The why so serious all the time kind of thing. Yeah, just genius. It really, really was. The writers were on par for this one. But having Joker just running for mayor because he wants Benicio and Sophia, his stepkids, to get put into the Spanish immersion language classes because Gotham doesn't have a whole bunch of them, made me laugh my ass off. It really did. And also because he wanted to piss off Debbie. And who doesn't want to piss off Debbie? At least they didn't name her Karen because that would have just been a little too much on the nose. But yeah, I thought it was pretty damn funny. Mork says join so I can watch the commercials and pay for Pepper's treats. All right, Morks, you're in. Penn says yes. Where is a petition for him to get a live version? I know, really. With the way HBO Max is going though right now, I don't know if we're going to get a season 4 of Harley Quinn. I really hope we do. But yeah, it's not looking good for that. Yeah. Penn says I was thinking the same thing. Debbie couldn't be Karen. She could have been, but I'm glad they didn't name her Karen. I'm glad they named her Debbie. But having the Joker fucking have a nightmare about Debbie dressed as Batman, just it also made me laugh as well. And then of course Jim Gordon, just being the fuck up that he is, does not have a platform with which to run on, and basically spends tons of fucking money, campaign money, on ads and Pez dispensers with his head on them. And as Two-Face says, no one likes Pez. Yeah. And then let's talk about Two-Face, shall we? Two-Face, of course, running basically he's running 2 mayoral campaigns. He's running one for Jim Gordon and also for the current mayor, who he ends up killing so that Jim Gordon can win, which enrages the Joker to become mayor as well. And of course, what does Two-Face do? He kidnaps Benicio to force the Joker to capitulate. And also, I just want to I want to say the whole thing with Joker riding that float, which is from Batman, the 1989 Batman movie, also was a great little throwback as well. There's a lot of nods to all the different Jokers that have existed in film, TV, comics, all that kind of stuff. They're peppered throughout this episode, and it's just funny. It really is. HBO Max has a 40% offer. Gonna check it out. Yes, they do have a 40% off offer. That's right. They do. They're trying to get people in. Yes, you want to watch Harley Quinn, Marks. You'll love Harley Quinn. It's violent, it's funny, it's irreverent. It's got everything going on. Oh, sorry, I just heard something. I thought it was my dog for a second. It's just some asshole out in the hallway. Um, so yeah, this is start at the beginning. Yeah, definitely start at the beginning. If you haven't watched Morks, if you haven't watched season 1 of Harley Quinn, you're gonna like it. You're in for a treat. Um, Man, and the way, of course, this episode ends with Joker, of course, capitulating, and I guess Jim Gordon becoming mayor. Uh, no, actually, excuse me, Joker becoming mayor. I take that back. So, yes, yeah, and of course, I kind of had a brain freeze there for a second. So yes, Joker does become mayor, and of course pisses off Debbie because he changed out her parking space, so it's for mayoral candidates only or mayoral staff only. And yeah, of course he just likes to rub it in because now Debbie is his arch enemy. It's not Batman, it's Debbie. So yeah, fun stuff. And I love the very end of it. Of course, you have Harley and Ivy arriving in Gotham by riding the bus again from New Orleans, and they've got the beads on them. And by the way, you know how you get beads, right? In New Orleans, if you're female, is of course you flash the top. If you're male, you flash the bottom portion of it. Yes. And that was the front portion that I was mimicking down there. So yes, they had lots of beads, which was just damn funny. It was, it really was. And the whole thing of them realizing they were only gone for 4 days and fucking Joker becomes mayor of Gotham. It's hilarious. And by the way, their Twitter account, the Harley Quinn Twitter account, changed over for this episode. Joker for mayor is what it says. Uh it's hilarious as well. They are taking pot shots at the GOP like they should be, and they're using the GOP catchphrases from all the different political assholes out there, and they're doing a great job. They really are. I highly suggest taking a look on Twitter at DC Harley Quinn. It's well worth your time. With that said, great episode. I'm looking forward to next week's as well. And like I said, I'm hoping that they're going to keep going here with a next season, season 4. But from everything, the way things are looking, probably not going to happen. Young Justice, which is also an animated series that HBO Max has, season 5 doesn't look like it's going to happen. They only ordered season 4, so I mean, doesn't look like that's going to happen. And then also, there's rumors right now that both Titans and Doom Patrol are not going to be around after their 4th seasons here, because of course HBO Max is bleeding money and needs to keep. Well, they need to pay off $3 billion. And Zaslav is looking at any way possible at that point. Yes, Morks, but we know you're their biggest fan. You're just here for the Titans posters. I know that. That's why you watch the commercials. Yes, Doom Patrol is probably my favorite show. I have to admit. Yes, it is. It's really damn good. It really is. It's a lot of fun. Yes, Titans should be canceled. Titans needs to go away. It really does. So this one was going to be a short one. I kind of knew it was going to be, but it needed to be said anyway. But yeah, go back and take a look at it if you haven't watched it. All the Joker references are just gold. And I mean, Alan Tudyk doing the Joker voice, that whole fucking menace with he does the menacing voice, but he's not meaning to be menacing, which is just hilarious. It really is. It's terrifying and hilarious at the same time, which I think would work perfectly if it was done seriously in a live action movie with Alan Tudyk doing it, because he's already played a serial killer before in Dollhouse. Dollhouse, he actually played a serial killer, and Alpha, and I think he would do a great job as Joker, like a live action Joker. I think I need to watch it again, is what Penn says. Yeah. Which David do you think he looks like? What do you mean, which David? I is that something from the episode that I missed that? Uh, yeah. Penn says now I want to finally watch it all. So he appears in the last season, Penn, and then his character Alpha actually ends up there's a whole thing in the comics. They actually continue the seasons in the comics, and it was actually pretty good. Oh, that's right. Which David do you think he looks like? That's right. When they turn, I forgot about that, Raymond. Now I got it. I remember now. Which David did she talk about? With David Spade, David Boreanaz? Yes. Which David do you think he looks like? Yeah. Of course, no TV at the dinner table. Sorry, man. I had I blanked out. I actually watched She-Hulk a little after midnight last night, or this morning, if you will, and then I watched Harley Quinn early this morning before work. So yeah, a little discombobulated there. And then I had a full day of work, and I mean, it was a full day of work, man. Yeah, it was no joke today. I got my steps in and then some. I got like 15 other people's steps in as well. Well, looking forward to next week's episode. And again, it's going to be a double episode next week, or double header next week as well, with Shulky, of course, at 6 and Harley Quinn at 7. So, what else do I have going on for the rest of this week? Well, tomorrow is going to be Resident Alien. That's right, Resident Alien, another Alan Tudyk show. Saturday, I'm going to be off. Sunday will be the Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any genre stuff you guys want to talk about. We talk about it. Monday will be House of the Dragon. Tuesday, I'll be off. Wednesday will be Is It Worth My Time? The third and final season of Lock and Key. And then, of course, Thursday, we roll back around to She-Hulk and Harley Quinn. Had to think about that for a second. All right. Thank you to everybody joining me tonight in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, you know who you are out there. Take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast food library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for Resident Alien. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may end up, parking in Debbie's space by accident, and that bitch does not take kindly to that. Thanks, everybody. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Stay safe, be well, take care. Wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, get the boosters as well. They don't work without the boosters. And stay safe out there, everyone. Thanks. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night, and take care, everyone. Oops. And if this actually works, there we go. Now it works. Thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of your night. Good night.